Top 10 Things to Do in Wrocław 2022-2023. Wrocław, the capital of Lower Silesia, is frequently ranked among the most livable cities in Europe. Wrocław's history is incredibly intricate, and it's been ruled by 8 different kingdoms and empires during the last 1,000 years. Wrocław obtained much of its Baroque architecture and cultural institutions, such as a university that's produced 9 Nobel Prize winners during the Habsburg monarchy in the early modern age. Wrocław is also known as Poland's Venice, because the Oder River divides into separate arms, which are crossed by more than 100 bridges. Much of the city was destroyed during a 3-month siege at the end of World War II, but you'd never know it looking at Wrocław's historical beauties today. Hello and welcome to our channel. Today we'll talk about the best things to do in Wrocław. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. So let's get going. Number 10. Dwarfs in Wrocław. The dwarfs' history began in the 1980s. The Polish anti-communist underground movement, Orange Alternative, decided to resist the authorities by painting graffiti on city walls. The first dwarf monument was established in 2003, and after 17 years, there are about 400 of them. Each dwarf has its own charm and appearance. Musician dwarf, potato couch dwarf, and dwarf prisoner are just a few examples. Dwarf hunting is a big feat in Wrocław, so you can find a map with all of them in tourist information centers. Number 9. Wrocław Fountain. This monument by the UNESCO-listed Centennial Hall is Poland's largest fountain, covering 1 full hectare. It was finished in 2009 to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the first free elections in post-war Poland, and it's surrounded by a long, ivy-clad pergola. The fountain has 800 color-changing programmable lights, 300 adjustable water jets, and 3 nozzles that throw flames into the air. From May through September, you can come here at the stroke of the hour for a stunning performance that combines light, music, and dancing jets of water. Number 8. The Oder River and Bridges of Wrocław. Wrocław is known as the Venice of the North for a reason, as it's surrounded by water. Wrocław is located on the Oder River and around its 4 tributaries, which are the Bystrzyca, Ilawa, Iza, and Widowa. Wrocław is the 5th place in Europe with over 20 islands and around 130 bridges. The fact that there's water all around makes Wrocław highly appealing, but it also brings its challenges. This city's been flooded numerous times, with the worst happening in 1997. It was a notable period in Wrocław's history, and signs indicating how high the water was at the time can still be found. The city can also be seen from the water. Canoeing and kayaking are available, along with motorboat rentals and large tour cruises. If spending time on the water's not what you like, then traditional walks and cycling by the rivers are other excellent ways to experience Wrocław. You don't need your own bike or an electric scooter because you can hire them practically anywhere. Number 7. Royal Palace. After Prussia took over Silesia in the 1740s, Frederick the Great chose this Baroque palace as his residence. Over the next century, each Prussian king would add his own modifications, ranging from Rococo to neoclassical and neo-Renaissance. The structure was severely damaged during the war, and following the most recent phase of restorations, became the site for Wrocław City Museum. You can get up to speed on the complicated 1,000-year history of the city, ponder a wealth of artifacts, and view the palace's sublime interiors. The Bernstorff Room, which is covered in Dutch 17th century tiles, is a major attraction. While outside in the Baroque formal gardens, there's intricately patterned broderie. Number 6. The Christmas Market in Winter. Christmas Market is one of the top reasons why tourists are coming to Wrocław in December, and is definitely one of the best things to do in Wrocław during the colder time. It's not a surprise, as the Christmas Market in Wrocław is considered to be one of the most gorgeous Christmas markets in Europe. It starts in late November and lasts till the end of December. The market square in Wrocław is full of stalls with gastronomy and crafts. The Christmas market is also a great opportunity to try or buy local products from Poland. Number 5. Hala Targowa, Wrocław Market Hall. Welcome to the 19th century Market Hall at Piaskała 17. In the middle of the stalls, you can find gems like the Cafe Targowa or enjoy a great selection of tea at Hala Targowa. Also, if you want to have a good and reasonably priced lunch, this is a great choice. Number 4. Old Town Hall. Standing at an angle on Market Square, the Old Town Hall is a group of Gothic buildings bundled together in one complex. As Wrocław developed from the end of the 13th century, new wings were fixed to account for the economic and political changes taking place in the city over the next 250 years. On the late Gothic east facade, look for the astronomical clock dating to 1580. Inside is a free museum detailing the history of the building with exhibitions on aspects of life in Wrocław, like the city's tram network. And you can also check out the plush council chamber upstairs and the Merchants Hall on the ground floor. As with many town halls in former German territories, there's a beer cellar in the basement, home to one of the oldest restaurants in Europe, Punica Swidnica. Number 3. Cathedral Island, Ostrotomski. This is the oldest and the most beautiful part of Wrocław. The remnants of the first settlement come from the 10th century. Since then, Cathedral Island's been connected with the church. That's why you'll find plenty of beautiful religious buildings. The most important one is the Cathedral of St. John Baptist. This Gothic building was significantly demolished during the Second World War, and it took over 40 years to restore it. In front of the cathedral, you can find a little exhibition showing how badly the whole Cathedral Island was destroyed. You can compare it with the present. You also have to visit the Tumski Bridge, known as the Lover's Bridge. There used to be locks all over it, but after a recent renovation, they're not allowed on the bridge itself anymore. But on the sideways, you still see them growing. Number 2. Rynek, Market Square. At 3.8 hectares, Wrocław Market Square is among the largest not just in Poland, but all of Europe. Like the rest of the Old Town, Market Square has almost the same layout as it did when it was planned in the middle of the 13th century. A lot of the architecture, including the rows of colorful tenements that frame the square, needed heavy restoration after the Second World War. The pillory just next to the town hall dates back to 1492 and had to be pieced back together. This, along with the Zdrój fountain from 2000 and the statue of writer Alexander Fredro, is one of the 3 meetup locations of choice for friends in Wrocław. Number 1. The Penitent Bridge. The Penitent Bridge is a footbridge between the towers of Mary Magdalene Church. Although with 45 meters, it's not the highest viewpoint in Wrocław, the view is still breathtaking. If you want to have a look at Wrocław from the top, then you should visit this place. When you're at the top, try to locate all the landmarks of Wrocław. Visiting the Penitent Bridge in daylight is a great idea if you want to see the city. But also, an evening visit is very romantic. The city lights have a special charm then. The bridge is open for the whole year and is located at Złęska 10. Tickets cost from 5 to 8 PLN, and the entrance for kids below 5 is free. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on any travel updates.